Hey everybody, welcome back. I just want to do a little follow-up real quick on a product I got from Menards a few days ago. Well, actually, it's been about 10 days ago. It's the left-handed switch. It's a new product they're offering. You may have seen my video on it. If you didn't, I have a video on it. It was defective right out of the box. So I was able to fix it, and it's been working all right. And then recently, when I would push the button to switch the track to the siding, it would only throw one way. So I looked at it and tried to figure out what was going on with it. And I would go over and wiggle. There's a little pigtail that comes out of the back of the switch. Kind of like this would have been the back of the Menards switch, for instance, and there's a little wire with a little plug, little pigtail about a couple inches long. I'd wiggle that plug, and lo and behold, switch would start working. So I'm thinking, well, what's the use of having a remote switch if you have to walk across the layout to throw it each time? So I kept fooling with it. And finally it got to where it wouldn't do anything. I could wiggle it, replug it up, clean the prongs, do everything I could think of. And it was just dead in the water. So I did notice at first, but I didn't know it was actually related to the switch. The train would come around on this outside track here. This one right here. Well, the switch, I had it right here, right off the end of this curve, and then it went over to a siding. Well, right about, maybe about a foot right in this area, before the train would get to the switch, it would get real slow. And then the minute it would get across the switch onto this curve, it'd get back up to normal speed. So I was thinking, well, maybe it needs maybe a bus line, I think it's what it's called, because my wires come in right here on each side for each track. I thought, well, maybe it wasn't getting enough power across there. So I said, well, once I take this switch out, I'll put a piece of track back in, and then I'll run a bus line over. So, lo and behold, took the track out, it's all screwed down. Took it all out, put the original piece back in. Train ran fine. It doesn't skip a beat. So, right here real quick. Right there coming out of that turn, right across there, it would act up. Actually, a better illustration is when it would get right about to there, it would get slow. And it would slow down going across. As soon as it got out of the car, off the switch right there, it would immediately speed back up. So I thought, well, just a track, but had to be something with the switch, because the minute I took the switch out, as you can see, the train doesn't hesitate. It never fully stopped, but it would be coming along and just bog down. And as soon as the front of the engine would get off into that curve, past the switch, speed back up. But it wasn't a track. It wasn't a lack of power. That's what I was thinking it might be. But it wasn't a lack of power. It was something to do with the switch. I really wanted to like that switch. I was trying to, be a big supporter of Menards, everything on my layout, from the building to the track. I do have some old track, and I do have these two Lionel switches, but everything else is Menards. All of it is. Of course, I made those telephone poles, but everything else comes from Menards, and I'm trying to be a big supporter. They offered me a chance to get into the hobby where I didn't have to buy a $1,000 locomotive. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the good buy. Like I said, I just picked up on this one. You may have seen the video, and I plan on buying the ones they keep putting out. I like them. Boxcar has been pretty good. Got the Canadian National, and I got the car carrier. I've got just got one in. I'll be doing a video on it. I'll be opening it up soon and making a video. But I really wanted to like that switch. I mean, I don't know, maybe other people's got them. Maybe I just got a lemon. I mean, I'm not faulting them. I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world. But, you know, maybe I just got a lemon. You can get a lemon with a new car, television, get a lemon with anything. So I'm still a big fan, still a big supporter. I keep buying their products. You know, hopefully things will improve. I did have a little trouble with the switching, or this cross right here. You may have seen the video on it. Just one light comes on. It's supposed to alternate back and forth. But you know, I'm just going to live with it. It's not that big of a deal to me right now. I'm not a perfectionist on this railroad. I got, you know, all kinds of crazy plans and ideas. I'm not near done. I got ground cover and buildings and mountains. So I'm just slowly working at it. But I did take it back to Menards, even though I bought it online. It wasn't in the store. And I threw my box away. And so they said, it's no problem. So I went to there was like a kiosk, I think is what it's called. It's like an ATM teller machine there in the store. You put your card in and it prints you out a receipt. So that's pretty good. It only took a second. And I called the manager before I went over with it because I told her I didn't have the box. And she said they would just defect it out. It won't be no problem. So the lady was real nice, you know. She said, did you want to switch it and get a new one? I said, well, no, you don't carry them in the store here. Or at least not in this store. I've never seen them. That's Jeffersonville, Indiana. And so she was real nice and polite. She said, you like store credit? You want me to put it back on your card? So I said, well, just put it back on my card. But I just thought I'd mention that to you. It did affect the train when it would get to it. I was just thinking it needed a bus line, I believe is what it's called, maybe to distribute more power. It's not a huge track. It's 5 by 13. But I guess the switch was causing something to interfere with the power. I don't know. But it works fine now. Train just goes right on around, does what it's supposed to do. So I just thought I would run that by you and let you know. Maybe you have a switch. Maybe yours is doing great. I hope it is. So I'll get out of here and just run these trains, having a good time. Hope you're having a good time running your trains and working on your layout. I really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. So just thought I'd pass it along to y'all. Appreciate you guys and gals watching. If you'd like to subscribe, that's fine. If you want to, hit that subscribe button. So I guess I'll get out of here and I'll be seeing y'all on the rails. Everybody have a great day and just have a good old time. I'll see you later.